guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a super exciting Liverpool news video because Dominic King and Melissa Reddy are reporting, and Dominic King is working for the Sunday Mail and also Melissa Reddy is working for Sky Sports News. They're both reporting that Liverpool are very close in their negotiations with Arne Slot to become the new Liverpool manager, and in this video we will take a detailed look at a data-based analysis of his Feyenoord side this season and why Arne Slot fits in very well with the current, Liverpool squad and their preferred playing style. And they are saying, the journalists Dominic King and Melissa Reddy are saying that Arne Slot could even be announced this week as the new Liverpool manager. So Arne Slot, welcome to Liverpool FC if he becomes a Liverpool manager. And also, I think Liverpool were pretty upset and disgusted by Ruben Amorim's play, that basically his agent used these talks with West Ham United to put pressure on Liverpool to give in to the demands of Ruben Amorim, because Ruben Amorim's demands were that he wanted to shape the Liverpool squad in his image. He wanted a bigger say in what kind of transfers Ruben Amorim is allowed to make, and of course that's understandable because some managers like to do that, but Liverpool are more likely to look for a coach who can come in and set up the tactics, coach the players, give interviews and press conferences, of course, and it will be very important what kind of personality Arne Slot is, and is he a very strong character, because I think to succeed at Liverpool FC you need to be a very good and strong character, and also you need to be a very good communicator, both with your players, with the press, with the fans. Arne Slot is a very outspoken, very good character. The big question is he a strong character? Can he handle really big world-class players? So Dominic King is saying that Liverpool have open talks with Feyenoord. They offered around £7.5 million and Feyenoord are looking more for around £10 million as a compensation package, because Arne Slot is still under contract at Feyenoord, and Liverpool are probably going to pay that £10 million compensation fee to Feyenoord. And Arne Slot will look to bring a number of his staff with him to Anfield, including his assistant Sipke Hulshoff. The situation is developing quickly because of Arne Slot's willingness to accept the Liverpool job. Of course, why wouldn't he love to join Liverpool? He said last summer that he loves the Premier League and he wants to work abroad. That will be his next job, working abroad, probably in the Premier League. And now a lot of journalists are saying that now Arne Slot is Liverpool's preferred number one candidate. So maybe we thought Ruben Amorim's demands were out of order, and maybe we thought his tactical style is a little different, or maybe a lot different in some aspects to Jurgen Klopp's tactical style, and Liverpool don't want to do major surgery on the squad. We just need to and want to sign 2 or 3 players. We don't want to sell half of the team and to have a complete rebuild, because we already rebuilt the midfield last summer. We rebuilt the attack in the past 2 years, signing Jota, Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo as well. And I think it's very curious that Arne Slot's planned press conference to preview Feyenoord's game against the Go Ahead Eagles on Thursday night has been cancelled and no official reason was given. So maybe Arne Slot is in negotiations with Liverpool and Feyenoord are in negotiations with Liverpool, and they just didn't want to admit that to the public in the Netherlands. And Paul Joyce is now saying, and he's also getting briefed by FSG and Liverpool, that Darwin Núñez was very much a Jurgen Klopp signing, with Liverpool's recruitment team preferring Christopher Nkunku. But I think ultimately Jurgen Klopp was right, because Darwin Núñez has a lot of goals and assists this season, and Christopher Nkunku has been injured for more than half the season, and he only has 2 goals all season. Darwin Núñez has 18 goals in all competitions, so he has around 29 goal contributions, which I think is still a decent second season for Darwin Núñez. But the problem is that the majority of those goals and assists came during this brilliant run that Darwin Núñez had in the middle of the season, And in the last 9 games, Darwin Núñez only has 1 goal, and that has cost Liverpool a lot of points, and it cost Liverpool going out of the FA Cup, the Europa League. And Chris Bascombe is saying that Richard Hughes and the new manager must decide whether Darwin Núñez is truly a rough diamond that can be and needs to be polished, or whether market forces will enable Liverpool to sell Darwin Núñez and get a lot of the money back and find the perfect replacement. I mean, if you don't sign somebody like Lautaro Martinez or Victor Osimhen, I don't see how you can sell Darwin Núñez, because he still gets a lot of chances. He's a chance magnet, and if he can just settle down his finishing, if he can be a little bit more calm in front of goal, and if he can start taking more of his chances, then Darwin Núñez could be the perfect striker. Yes, some strikers have these bad runs of form in front of goal, but Darwin Núñez's bad form has gone on for far too long. So I think Darwin Núñez should get another season at least, give him the 3rd season to prove himself. And if he doesn't improve his finishing next season, then yeah, maybe that's time to sell him. But when he's just entering his 25th year, I mean, that's when strikers really start entering their prime. And unless you can get somebody like Victor Osimhen, I wouldn't replace Darwin Núñez. But if you can get somebody like Isaac from Newcastle, or Ishak from Newcastle, or Wally Watkins from Aston Villa, which are both unlikely because they don't want to sell to a direct Premier League rival, and also Premier League players, established Premier League players, cost an absolute fortune, then I don't see how you should replace Darwin Núñez anytime soon, unless you can sell him for like 60 million and get Osimhen in for like 80 or 90 million. That's the only scenario which I would entertain. Van Dijk also said that Arne Slot is one of the better Dutch coaches at the moment, and the way he plays football at Feyenoord, the way his philosophy is at Feyenoord, he can be a Liverpool coach. But I read and hear that it is far from complete, so we shall see. We will focus on that next season, which is still a long way off. First, Liverpool need to focus on this season, and one aspect of hiring a new manager that could benefit Liverpool is that Liverpool will have an additional £8 million to spend on players because of Jurgen Klopp's very high salary, which is still, of course, not as high as somebody like Pep Guardiola or Carlo Ancelotti or some other managers in the world. But still, Jurgen Klopp is earning around 15-16 million pounds per year, and the new manager, whoever that will be, will earn around 7 or 8 million pounds. So that 8 million every year can go into a new manager's salary. And Jamie Carragher, I think, spoke very well about Darwin Núñez. He said after 2 years at the club, you want Darwin Núñez to do well so much because there is so much of what you like. He gives everything, he runs, he causes trouble, he gets the odd goal and an assist. I mean, on average, he's still getting 1 goal contribution per 90 minutes, which is still pretty good. But after 2 years and Liverpool going for the title this season and those big games, you need your number 9, you need your striker to score away at Old Trafford, to score away at Goodison, to score in a European game against Atalanta. This is the business end of the season, this is the business end of the title race, and you absolutely need your striker to put these chances away, because it is literally the difference between Liverpool winning the title and not winning the title. So if Darwin Núñez is the man, he should have taken these chances. So he's still a work in progress, and that's what Liverpool are. If you look at realistically the Liverpool squad without rose-tinted glasses, we are the 3rd best team in the Premier League. Man City and Arsenal are ahead of us in terms of their, overall squad strength. And of course, Liverpool suffered a lot with injuries. But the amazing thing is we actually came through our toughest period when we had 9 or 10 players out. We won the League Cup. We went through in the FA Cup. We were ticking on about in the Premier League. We won games with pretty much kids in the FA Cup and the League Cup final. So Liverpool came through their hardest period. And when our best players come back, that's when we decline decline, that's when we collapse, that's when we fall off the face of the earth. And it's both defensively and in front of goal. Darwin Núñez and Mo Salah, that they hit such a dry spell, such a cold streak in front of goal at the same time, has really destroyed Liverpool's season. And also the fact that Liverpool were constantly changing their defense, and also that Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson and whoever was partnering Van Dijk, either Konate or Kwanzaa, they weren't in the best of form. So not having the best of form in terms of strikers and defenders really hurt Liverpool. So let's look at the data-based analysis of Arne Slot and his season at Feyenoord. So remember, he started his career at Cambuur, and then he went to AZ Alkmaar, where they were actually joint top with Ajax, only second on goal difference when COVID hit, and the Eredivisie season was cancelled, so they didn't finish the season. AZ Alkmaar was in the title race, and then next season Arne Slot was sacked because it came out that he started talking with Feyenoord without his club AZ Alkmaar's permission. So then he went to Feyenoord the next season, he went to the Europa Conference League finally in his first season. In his second season he won the Dutch League, and in his third season, this season, he won the Dutch Cup. And Slot uses a 4-2-3-1 formation with a clear position-oriented approach. The personnel can, of course, depend and vary on availability and the opponent who Feyenoord play, but the vision is clear. The right back tends to invert, usually that's Gertrudia, similar to how Jurgen Klopp uses Trent Alexander-Arnold to invert. They created the second highest expected goals in the Dutch League this season, and they have really high quality chances. They have a bunch of shots from the 6-yard box and the goal mouth area, so that is between the posts until the end of the penalty area. So clear patterns of play lead to the finishing of, attacking sequences. And Feyenoord's attacking play is very well rounded. They are threatening from both sides, and they have a very high pressing system where they are really good at central possession. They dominate field tilt, and they also are good at flank possession and switching the play from left side to the right side, from right side to the left side. Their passes into the final third shows the importance of the half spaces, the left one being more dominant again, using diagonal passes to get behind the defense. They are also not afraid to use long passes to penetrate the defenses either, if that's a viable tactic, if the defense pushes up high against Feyenoord. And Feyenoord crosses closer to the byline mostly, sometimes from the edge of the box as well. But when you have creative fullbacks like Trent Alexander-Arnold and overlapping fullbacks like Robertson or Tsimikas or Bradley, you need to maximize their chances of contributing to creating chances through crossing the ball. Feyenoord's biggest weakness probably is that they are susceptible to concede chances from wing positions, but they are not giving up many chances through the middle, which is the most valuable part of the pitch. And Feyenoord press very high up the middle of the pitch, and to a smaller degree on the wings as well, and their ball recoveries show a clear dominance in the middle part of the pitch vertically. So there are clear similarities between the playing styles of Jurgen Klopp and the playing styles of Arne Slot. It's tough to know how Slot is going to scale up from the Eredivisie to the Premier League, because he has never worked in another country before, and not many Dutch coaches have enjoyed a lot of success in the Premier League. So let's see how Arne Slot will fare if he becomes the Liverpool manager. Another potential benefit of this new formation that Liverpool could deploy, the 4-2-3-1 formation, is that it clearly uses a number 10, which could be Dominic Szoboszlai or even Fabio Carvalho, because remember, Fabio Carvalho was one of Michael Edwards' last signings he worked on before he left Liverpool, and I think Michael Edwards could push to give Fabio Carvalho an opportunity next season, and he has done really well at Hull City. He scored and assisted again in a 3-2 Hull City win away at Coventry. And remember, Coventry almost knocked out Manchester United from the FA Cup semi-finals, so they are a really good team. So that's it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it. I really love these deep dive videos, and let me know if you want to see additional graphics added to the videos so I can visualize the articles that I'm sourcing my information from, and some of these data driven analysis that I'm doing. Let me know if you want to see visual representation of that in my videos. Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.